Hi, we are Staccatos team and will present you strategy plan for Jollibee Foods Corporation, how achieve goal 1000 restaurants within 6 years. But first, we will tell you learned lessons, what is important for accelerate growth, why we chose target market and what is our theoretical approach. Let's start.
To begin with the possible future endeavors, one must first take a look at the organizational past. As Mr. Kitchener was leading Jollibee's internationalization, his previous attempts failed due to poor profit level, slow growth rate, and other organizational difficulties. To sum up, different parts of the organization did not work seamlessly together.
To succeed, it would be important to concentrate on fewer markets while simultaneously gaining high growth and avoiding too much modification as to the chain concept. Furthermore, to notably expand, the matter of brand awareness is vital as well. Having the selected market area to secure the future growth, patience is the key factor. In other words, one cannot get carried away with the growth possibilities, but consider carefully.
The growth cycle in continuous acceleration, the most important factor boosting it is the recognizable brand. The locational aspect together with the valuable networks is to improve the growth rate, and which in turn leads to chain level exploitation. Improved financial state of the company contributes to the brand level from where the circle keeps going on and on.
America is the world's third largest country, showing steady population growth. The economic situation is also advantageous. With a competitive GDP, America is a perfect country for expansion. In addition, many Filipinos migrate to America and thus provide a good starting point for the establishment of Jollibee.
America has got over 200,000 fast food restaurants employing more than 4 million people. Globally, fast food generates revenue of almost 600 billion, of which 200 billion is created by American consumers merely. The main focus lies according to the consumers in the taste, the price, and the quality of the products. Brand recognition is a significant ownership advantage attained through local differentiation. Jollibee's marketing strategy would thus be a world-class one with a twist of the Philippine collectivism. Being recognizable to families is thus remarkable. The strategy will later on benefit from the scale of economies obtained by chain marketing. Another scale benefit is the buying power, and for Jollibee as a franchisor, franchising is money-wise a rather financially secure strategy, as their franchisees bear most of the risks.
As to location specifics, the low-cost labor and menus enable higher profits. The Jollibee tested their concept in Americanized Guam. The positive test result was encouraging to enter the whole US. The specific policies of US are required to be investigated. The US has complex legislation and taxation system. The choice of entering a new state in the US needs to be investigated thoroughly. The sociocultural background of US citizens is diverse, and the Philippine expats can be used in terms of networking.
Based on earlier, the units of ownership and management should be kept apart. All in all, the quality over quantity should be considered as a guiding principle. As an international actor, the matter of tacit, internally distributed knowledge is in high relevance for Jollibee, and in order to harness these benefits, more focus should thus be targeted at its HR functions. Utilizing the existing human capital also leads to financial prosperity. The strategic issues related to competition, consumers, and substitutes exert a strong force on the company and its external environment. The other forces are not that significant. The managerial focus is to be on reducing the effects of competitors and substitutes. Also, it is recommended that Jollibee makes its product innovation process more aggressive. All in all, it can implement higher quality standards to address the forces of competition and substitution. Jollibee represents a typical transnational company as it utilizes the economies of scale in terms of fast growth and also optimizes a cost structure. Additionally, the company is to exploit its technological and managerial know-how, which in turn makes the trade agreements and such important to consider. Overall, when expanding into overseas, the dominant political situation combined with the culture and the local awareness are vital to know and govern. As mentioned before, America is the third largest country with growing population. California is a good starting point for expansion as 8 out of the 50 largest cities are located there.
The annual expansion plan is as follows. The starting phase is to take 2 years, whereas the grounding growth is to take place between the years 3 and 5. During the last year of the plan, the main goals lie at stabilizing the gained profits and securing the future ones.
The US expansion is to take place in San Francisco with 10 restaurants. In the new market, the brand awareness is, however, zero, and it thus takes time to find the best local suppliers and marketing channels. To better engage the franchisees, the chain structures must also be clear to everyone.
The third year is to begin with efficient franchise recruiting in the North California. During that phase, the recruitment of Southern Californian franchisees also needs to be initially prepared.
As the recruiting has expanded to Southern California, firstly in LA, Jollibee is to simultaneously start a rapid expansion of new restaurants in the north of the state and start to prepare the expansion to neighboring states as well. Having that in mind, the organizational development also comes into question.
Having succeeded with the last phase of growth, the number of restaurants should value at 500. Having started with the franchisee recruiting in neighboring states, the other potential US areas are to be analyzed, and the suppliers network should enable nationwide operations.
After reaching the final year of the US expansion plan, the focus should be targeted at the development of operational processes in particular. Having one nationwide way, the full benefits of chain marketing can be better applied, and the bargain power as to suppliers is also remarkably higher. At the very last, Jollibee is to maintain the long-term considerations when planning its future strategy, i.e. expanding beyond the now reached 1,000 restaurants in the USA.